You believe love is unconditional. You believe that once loyalty is given, it is permanently locked in. You are wrong. Unconditional love is a dangerous fairy tale invented to keep you compliant. If you operate under the delusion that someone will stay with you simply because they promised to in the past, you are preparing your own downfall. Relationships are not a fantasy. They are a continuous biological and social calculation. In the next minutes, we are going to tear down the romantic myths of modern society. We will look through the cold, calculating lens of Niccolò Machiavelli and modern evolutionary psychology. I will show you the exact mechanism of the unconscious risk-reward calculation. I will reveal why female relational standards are not superficial demands, but highly intelligent survival strategies. And by the end of this video, you will understand the exact formula that dictates why relationships truly dissolve. Write this down now. Security is the prerequisite for love. Let's examine the reality. Let's start with the darkest truth. Machiavelli observed human nature without the filter of emotion. He noted that loyalty, devotion, and love are maintained only while they are mutually beneficial. When the benefit stops, the loyalty evaporates. Society calls this cynical. Biology calls it efficient. You expect a partner to endure endless emotional chaos, stagnation, or weakness simply because you share a history. That is a massive strategic error. A relationship is a living contract. It requires continual value to be sustained. The moment you stop providing value, whether that is stability, strength, or direction, the contract is void. This is where most men feel betrayed. They shouldn't. You think modern dating standards are superficial. You think women are just being demanding. You are missing millions of years of evolutionary programming. Historically, a woman's survival and well-being depended heavily on choosing the right partner. Choosing a weak, erratic, or incompetent male did not mean a bad date. It meant death. It meant lack of resources. Therefore, the female brain evolved to be ruthlessly strategic. It constantly runs an unconscious risk-reward calculation. Is this partner emotionally secure? Is this partner physically capable? Is this a safe environment to invest time and energy? They are not testing your patience. They are testing your competence. If you fail the test, they withdraw. It is not malice. It is an intelligent strategy evolved from harsh biological realities. You must stop demanding unconditional validation. You must become someone worth choosing every single day. Here is a powerful insight that will change how you view rejection forever. Relationships rarely end because of a sudden betrayal or a moral failure. They end because of a mathematical collapse. When the emotional cost of dealing with you exceeds the emotional reward of being with you, the bond dissolves. If you bring constant insecurity, unhandled trauma, or erratic behavior into the partnership, you drive the emotional cost through the roof. No amount of past affection can balance a scale that is heavily tipped toward stress. When she walks away, it is not because she never loved you. It is because the biological cost of staying became too high. Do not blame her nature. Blame your inability to regulate your own environment. Rewind this if needed. You must understand this to survive modern dynamics. Most men confuse the spark of attraction with the guarantee of commitment. They get the early declarations of love and believe the war is over. The war has just begun. Attraction is cheap. It is a spike of dopamine and hormones. Ongoing commitment is expensive. It requires the constant cultivation of emotional safety, understanding, and respect. If you rely on the initial attraction to sustain a 5-year bond, you will fail. You must transition from being an exciting option to being an immovable pillar of stability. This is what Machiavelli understood. You do not just conquer a territory, you must fortify it. If you leave the gates unguarded, do not act surprised when the empire falls. True, lasting love does not come from fantasy. It does not come from destiny, and it certainly does not come from unconditional devotion. It comes from cultivating absolute security. Security within your own mind. Security within the partnership. Stop chasing the illusion of a partner who will love you despite your constant failures. Start building the competence that makes you undeniably valuable. The laws of human nature are brutal. But once you understand them, they become your greatest weapon. Do not be a victim of your own ignorance. Learn the rules. Subscribe to Brutal Theories.